That is good banter.
Oh, you Timmy!
You little beauty. Welcome to episode
48.
48.
48.
Goodness me, it's SPC.
Comes up to 47, which we did last week.
It does. What an episode we have got.
Yes.
A bit of a New Year's, not
Vibe?
Eve, but New Year's special, but just something I want to touch on first of all. Okay, so I went fucking all over the shop. So when is this?
Okay, so the date at the moment
Very confusing.
is the 20th of December.
It's like living in a time machine.
It is. We're in a weird warp. It's like, let's do the time warp again. So what's happened? Tommy is going away.
Yeah.
So it's so we've had to record 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So it is the 20th of December. Now, Christmas hasn't even happened yet. But when you hear this, it's going to be the 30th of December. So we spoke on the last episode about faking Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
How are we going to go faking New Year's spirit?
Impossible. You cannot fake New Year's spirit.
You can't.
But we're going
to try.
We are going to give it a shot. But I can tell you right now, it's going to be a good New Year's.
Oh, it's great.
I'm sorry. And I don't know where to start. So just one little thing. Yesterday I went to the college lawn with a couple of mates.
Oh yeah, that's a very for people who aren't familiar with the college lawn in the Toorak Paran area. That's very classy. I mean, if you're a four and you look like shit, you're not getting in.
You're not getting in. So we had to get in there before.
Would you mask up?
Jump the fence.
Jump the fence.
Yeah. So, but it's one of those places where it's very weather dependent, and it just pissed down. Yeah, so it was shit was coming in sideways.
Yeah.
So but some big faces down there. I saw as we were sitting there. But so there were 5 of us in the booth there. We lucky enough to get inside because it was a shit show outside. Saw Jonathan Brown walk in.
Yeah, on his own. Who was he walking there with?
He was on his own. Lepich.
Leper. He was obviously with Leper.
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
No.
Maybe they don't like each other.
Because the new Collingwood coach was there. He played with them too, didn't he?
Craig McRae
was there.
Is Leper's on his coaching panel?
He is. Leper's on his coach.
Yep.
I quite like Leper's. I like Leper's style. He's a good bloke, I reckon.
He's a redhead, so of course he's a fucking good bloke.
I reckon there's going to be good. It's a good coaching crew. Good blokes at Collingwood. And who else was there? Who's that Richmond player? He had pretty bad. I don't want. There's not a lot more to him than this, but
yep.
The way to describe him, he had very bad acne.
Oh,
Lambert.
Oh, yeah, Craig Lambert.
Craig Lambert. He was there. He was a good footballer.
He's a big boy as well, isn't he? He's pretty solid.
Yeah.
You look at little Lambie from back in the day, and you go, "Oh, he's a little fucking rug rat." Yeah. Then you sort of see him, you go, "No, he's a pretty solid bloke."
Yeah, I like him. I really liked him as a footballer. So that was good fun. But we sit down, we thought, let's do the right thing. Let's get a feed into us.
Yeah, great.
And and we're there 12. Open at 12.
So you're there at 8:50.
We were there. We were first ones in.
11:58.
We're pretty excited. Let's order some meals. Go to the bar to order, and they said no.
Kitchen's not open.
No bar service. You've for food. You got to go order at your table.
So you got the QR
you've
code.
Got that fucking QR code.
Jesus, isn't that just
got
to bring your phone out, put your details in, spare me.
But it's just a nightmare. It's a good half hour.
Oh.
It's a good half an hour. You will all spend, mine's not working, what's this shit? And, you got to scroll through.
And you don't get the full vibe of the menu, do you?
No.
You go, is that an entree? Is that a main? You're sort of going, calamari rings. Well, is that seafood? What's happening?
Yeah, and then you got to scroll back for 10 minutes, and then you get to the end. You finally, it's fucking half an hour, and you finally get to order, and then they say... They have the audacity at the end to say...
Big word, Tommy. I like it.
You like that?
I love it.
I'm not sure if it was the correct word to use.
No, the audacity.
They had the audacity. It comes up, what would you like to tip? What would you like to tip?
Well, I'll give you a
fucking
tip.
Nothing.
Fuck off.
Like, I think...
Did you tip nothing?
A couple of... It was an option, and it was a fucking very popular option amongst us. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 things I want to point out here.
Yep.
A, you tip for service.
Yes.
There was no service.
There's no service.
Who am I fucking tipping? Who's getting this money?
They shouldn't have even clocked on.
I would have given the money to my mates that were helping me.
Yeah,
If I'm tipping anyone, I'm tipping me and my mates.
Yeah, give John O'Brien a few bucks, mate. He's over there, bloody trying to get through it. Craig Lambert's there.
Secondly, the whole idea of the American tipping system is that you get good service and you tip at the end.
And they're paid
If you
shit.
tip at the start, like what if I say, all right, I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give them 30% tip, and the chef rolls out literally like a plate of shit? Too late.
Nah.
So you tip.
You can't take your tip back.
A, you shouldn't be tipping because there's no one to tip.
You shouldn't.
B, you're tipping at the start when you should be. The tipping has to be at the end because you don't know.
It's got to be at the end, mate.
That's all, I'm trying to think of an example. Like you'd pay.
Well, it's like paying for maybe a massage. You get a massage and you pay for the hand crank before you've got the hand crank.
No,
and then,
that's not a very good example.
No, because I think I've never done it, but I think you do, don't you?
Not sure.
Not
but
sure. I fucked that up.
Either way, not a great example.
Not great.
But I'm just trying to think of if you paid for something beforehand. Like a lot of food you pay beforehand.
A lot of things you do. Well, really, the tip... I think this is the only area where this works.
That's not... Maybe this doesn't need an example.
Maybe
it's just...
I think everyone gets it. I think everyone gets it.
And it's just bullshit. Surely Yeah, anyway. We just thought it was interesting that the audacity...
Yes.
Word
of the day.
Because the pub's sort of losing its experience. The experience.
Well, there is no experience.
There's no
it's not. Remember the bloke who "G'day boys, how are you? What can I get you?"
Yeah, that's gone. And you can order drinks from the table. I'm not doing that.
Nah.
I like walking to the bar.
That's it.
Because who knows? You might see, you go to the bar and you're like, oh, I want a VB. Hang on, what's he drinking? Snake bite? I haven't had a snake bite for a while. I'll have... Change your plans, mate. I'll grab 4 snake bites. You don't see that when you're sitting in your booth.
No, well, that's it. Because then you got a sticky nose and look, get the binoculars out and go, oh, what's Jonathan Brown? Drinking on the table over there by himself. What's Lambo doing? Craig McRae, Collingwood coach. Like, maybe I'll get something because you're mad, Collingwood.
Love him.
What's Lepper having? Is he having a, shot of this? Maybe I'll do what Lepper's doing.
I just thought it was interesting or disappointing.
Disappointing. I wouldn't go interesting. I think, we've been dealing with this shit since COVID's come in, and I don't like it, Tom.
And so that's one thing. Second thing, and this is before, because we'll tell the story about our Christmas.
Yes. Let's do
party.
it.
We did.
Yep. No, we will do that.
We will do that. Just one more thing. So as people, followers of my Suburban Footballer page know,
70,000.
After I do a gig, 75.
Okay.
Just numbers. Just
Yep.
numbers.
Yep.
Impressive
Big
numbers.
Big numbers.
After I do a gig, quite often I usually do a write-up the next day. And I find out a little goss about the club and I chuck photos up there and people love...
interacting.
And they love reading about it. And they'll tag their mates, oh, look at you, Jono, rah. And it's quite it's become quite a popular thing I do. And I've had times where I didn't do it. And clubs messaged me, are you doing the post?
So this is your thing.
So it's a bit of pressure on it now. So before I leave, I've got to sit down with someone that's half sober and go, all right, what did we talk about?
That can be hard.
There was Jono, there was, Robbo. And anyway, so Stanhope Cricket Club, great cricket club, great crew. They were pretty fucked when I got there. The games get called off at 40 degrees.
Yes.
It was 39.7.
So they're very...
And they got their ass kicked. So needless to say, they were pretty hopeful that it was going to tick over.
It's like on a job site because you get heated off on the union sites at 35 and you should see blokes... I've got heated off a few times and you are literally... There's blokes on the site going, it's 34.7 and some blokes going, oh, no, it's 30. What are we going by? Where are we judging the temperature? I've got it on my phone. It's telling me it's 37. What's happening?
I'd say whoever's got the highest temp.
You go the highest, but not everyone does that. So and then blokes will be sort of like wandering around, like doing fuck all, and then it hits 35, and it's like little ants just scurrying around. Get your tools, let's get the fuck out of here.
And
it's a great feeling.
And isn't there something similar with the rain?
Rain.
And don't sometimes some people like flick water off the top of the...
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's like that anymore. I think it depends on who the health and safety officer is, and if old health and safety officer's under the pump, boys, we're going to get this job done. I mean, it could be bloody a tsunami. Hit the bloody site, which is weird because that's the ocean.
Yep.
But if it hit the site and it was that big, you go, boys, we've got to get this job done. So just put a raincoat on and suck it up, dickhead.
Work through it.
So, but definitely the heat one is a biggie.
That's a biggie.
That's a big one.
So anyway, had to drive 2.5 hours home. Not a bad drive. Listen to
Kangaroos?
Podcasts. Because I've hit 2 kangaroos.
You love
I've had to
hitting
have
a
the front of
kangaroo,
the car
mate.
reconstructed.
Yeah.
Is there anything fucking scarier than when you're sitting on 100 and you go past them and they're just standing?
Just looking at you.
Just standing there.
Daring you.
Oh,
Hit me.
Gives me the yips. Anyway, so get home, get up next morning, do the post. It's I got it done by about 8 a.m.
Did you tag?
I did. I know you always tell me I've got to tag, but I can't always do that for some reason. Sometimes it even looks like it's tagged, and then it enters.
Sometimes
and
it depends whether you do it on your phone or your laptop. I think the laptop it always tags on the laptop.
Oh,
Sometimes
does it?
on the phone, I don't know what happens with the phone.
But I always try and do it on my phone because if I don't, I've got to send the photos over to my laptop. It's a lot of work. Whereas if I do it on my phone, I can just sit up in bed.
You could do the post on your phone, and then you could go back on the laptop, edit the post, and tag the club. Is this getting too high tech, mate?
That's getting a bit high tech.
You're going to put someone else on, aren't
I
you?
might just do it on my phone.
Okay.
So anyway, the post is going well. It's got about 80 likes.
Oh, that's great.
And then in a couple of hours, but there's one photo in there that was a real hit. That was up to about 350, 400 likes.
Really? Just the photo?
Just the photo. Which
what was it?
It was a photo which I thought was quite funny of a because I wrote in the description. I knew the moment I walked into the club and saw they had a roller door protecting their bar fringes.
I saw that
these guys took their drinking pretty seriously. And it was a photo of, it was a crack up. They had this roller door, like just like you have on your garage, and they would just close it.
Thanks for explaining. It's pretty hard to
you know what a roller door is. And they would roll it down, and it would cover their beer fridge, like protect their beer fridge so it didn't get stolen. But what someone pointed out in the comments, which was quite funny, is it was facing the wrong way, and the lock would have been on the other side. So he was getting more likes than I was. Yeah. But anyway, so it's all going well. Happy days. That night, all of a sudden, get a message from Facebook. Facebook's never messaged me before.
No. Well, is it Zuckerberg going, mate? You're going big, mate.
Yeah.
Can we
catch up?
Catch up. Can I? He's a weirdo.
Can we spitball some ideas?
Yeah, you're going well,
on my marketing team.
I've got a roller door I need erecting. Can you do it for me?
Anyway, and they've said that my post was offensive.
To roller doors?
I don't know. That was offensive, and they've taken it down. And then
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And I checked, and the post is gone. And then I went back to this original message from Facebook saying that it's offensive, and I've got to watch myself.
It's
against
their
their
guidelines.
And I looked at the picture. Is anyone flopping their penis out or something like that, which has happened quite a few times? No, and they said no. So I've gone into this original. No one said no. I saw no.
Yes.
So I went back to this message from Facebook, and then I had to run through these questions, and they said, "Do you agree with this being removed?" And I said no, and they said why, and I had a few options. One was. You don't think there's anything wrong. You think it's a misunderstanding. You disagree with the rules.
Zuckerberg.
So I said, I don't think there's anything wrong.
Yeah,
and then
they
said, there was another question which I can't even remember. But it was this list of questions, and then at the end they said, so you think it should still be up there? And I said yes. And then the final thing came up and said, look, because of COVID, all our workers are very busy. We're not going to be able to get to your request to have this put back on. That post has been scrapped.
That's like the service thing with the bloody. Where's the service?
Where's the service?
What, do you have to tip? You're lucky there's no tip option for the people looking at the post. That is just bullshit. They've just handballed that off. Old Zuckerberg sitting there playing with his own put has just gone, too hard. I'm out.
It doesn't make sense unless
Who's looking at it?
Who's checking every fucking post that anyone ever does? But unless I can think of, the only thing I can think of is that someone didn't like what I wrote and complained. Is that the only way it could happen?
Yeah, maybe.
So
yeah.
maybe
there was a comment that someone can report your post.
I think someone must have reported the
Maybe
post.
it was the dickhead who put the roller door on the wrong way. He got a bit antsy and goes, "Oh, mate, I'm copping a bit of flack here. I fucked up." Maybe he reported the post.
Yeah,
the roller
it's
door
interesting.
post.
There was one bloke. I didn't call him a wanker, but it was a big. It was sort of a joke that he was a wanker, and I'd mentioned him that he was a wanker, and but on the night that was funny as hell.
What was some of the wording in the post? Was there cockhead or
no, it was wanker, and I'm pretty. I use the word shit, but you can say fuck on Facebook, can't you?
Oh, shit,
not that I do, but
no, but you could if you want.
You could,
yeah.
So I don't know.
So it's
just
gone.
no, I couldn't give a frog's fat ass. But apologies to Stanhope.
You'll censor that, mate. I'll beat that
to Stanhope Cricket Club. I didn't take it down for any other reason. I didn't take it down. The Facebook, Zuckerberg, he doesn't like what's going on down at Stanhope.
Maybe he doesn't like cricket.
Doesn't like cricket, doesn't like Stanhope. I'm not sure. Not sure.
You can go get fucked.
Or maybe actually I just had a thought.
Yeah, I did notice that you were straining pretty hard.
I just had a thought. So it was a really small club rooms.
Yes.
And I did the footy club the year before.
Yes.
And they were also really small club rooms.
It's the same joint, isn't it?
One would think, but they were actually right next. So it was the same building with a brick wall down the middle. Footy club on one side, cricket club on the other side, and they were both really small. And one of the first things I mentioned,
what they could do, they could fucking take a sledgehammer to the fucking wall.
Or hear me out.
Okay,
hear me out. So, actually, one thing that happened just before I was about to get on stage, I was like, this crowd is fucking pumping. It's a small room. There's 60 people here. This is going to go great. And I said, all right, 5-minute warning. Everyone grab a beer, go to the toilet, show's kicking off. I had all the seats out. I goes, this is going to be awesome. All of a sudden, some bloke yelled out, all right, boys, we're off. I reckon over half the people got on a bus and pissed off. I was like, who are those boys? And they said, they were on a pub crawl. They're a cricket team doing a pub crawl on the way home. They played down the road.
Right.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, great.
So there's a kick in the guts.
Yeah.
So you don't need that before you get on stage.
No.
But again, so I said, one of the first things I said, I thought it'd be quite funny. I said, I was at the footy club about 2 years ago, and everyone was complaining that their rooms are too small. I'm at the cricket club now. Everyone's complaining that their rooms are too small. I'm no genius.
You're no builder.
How about we knock that fucking wall down and we make it one club rooms? Surely someone's thought of that, and it was like, oh.
Okay, what's happened?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go any deeper.
You didn't go any deeper.
So apparently that someone said, it's a bit of a touchy subject.
What do you reckon it could be? They've just I
don't know.
Maybe did the president of the football club, did he sleep with the president of the cricket club wife?
Well, the president of the cricket club is a pommy guy that came over. Must have been a decent cricketer. He came over. Steggy. Legend of a bloke. Absolute legend. He came over. They recruited him as a player.
Great.
And he came over. He's going to stay for a year. As often
still
does.
Here.
Met a girl. Met a local girl. Fell in love. Got a job.
Football president's
now
wife.
He's the coach. Now he's the president of the cricket club. And ripping bloke. But he was loose as a goose.
Okay.
He was
pommy.
So maybe he did something. Maybe.
I reckon it's his fault. We're going to blame it on Steggy.
So, we've got nothing to back that up, though, Steggy.
Hit us up if you're listening at the Stanhope. Give us some facts. Give us some info. Hit us up at Really Good Banter.
But great club. The footy club was a great club. The cricket club's a great club.
Great. They just hate each other's guts.
But surely there's guys I'm doing both.
Surely.
In Stanhope, you know.
Got to be.
It's not like I think there's 500 people in the town or something. You can't be that. It's not like they've got a sea of people to choose from. But anyway, that's enough about Stanhope. But thanks, guys. I had a great night.
Cheers. Okay, so basically, I got an interesting story, Tommy. Obviously, you're doing a lot of gigs. I organise some gigs.
You do.
And what are we at there?
You organise them well.
I do organise them well. That's all right, mate. That's okay. But so a few weeks ago, Hardeman's Hotel in Kensington. Great pub.
Great pub.
Beautiful locals pub. It's a great little spot, Kensington. It's a little hub. It's and it's in Kensington.
It's a community.
It's a community vibe. I lived there for a while. 4 years I lived in Kensington. You know what? I felt this is my hood. If I had a lot more money, I could live in Kensington. Great little hood.
I think there's a lot of things you want in life. One of them is to be able to walk out your front door
and not get shot.
That's a big one.
Kensington, back in the day, maybe you couldn't say that
Probably
about
get
Kensington.
shot.
It was a bit rough.
And another thing is to be able to walk to some shops.
Walk to shops.
Walk to coffee.
Walk to
a
a pub. You've got everything
and
there.
Kensington's got that.
It
Kensington's
does have
got
that. It is a little hub.
You don't have that in suburbia so much.
You don't.
No.
And if you're walking to... You just don't have it.
That's a good thing about inner city.
Yes.
Would you call where does inner city stop?
I'm not too sure, but Kensington is inner city, and Kensington's beautiful. I was a shitty drop punt away from the RSL. If I got onto a torp, I had the quiet man, and then if I ran the ball up a few bounces and sort of kicked it probably 27 times, I'd be at Hardeman's.
Yeah,
it's a great pub, and they've redone it. It used to be a dive, a shithole.
It's beautiful.
It's lovely, and there's no pokies. There's not a tab there either. So that's great. So they are just going on.
Now everyone on the phone. You don't need that.
You don't need the tab. So they're just there. People having a drink. They're chatting. People are talking. That's what you want.
Yep.
So I've organised a few comedy nights now. For the big return back after COVID, we've gone big here. We've gone big. We've gone Pete Helliar. Petey
Big
boy,
name.
you might know him as Strawny. Pete Helliar off the project, and he's game on. So
Draws a crowd.
draws a crowd, mate. He's bloody. People love Pete.
Yep.
They love him. So it's on a Wednesday night. I
Yep.
text him on the Tuesday. I said, Pete, g'day, buddy. Here's the details for Hardeman's Hotel, 521 Macaulay Road. Show'll start at 8:30. I'll MC. I've got 2 support acts in the first bracket. I reckon we'll go to a break at about, I reckon you'll be on stage about 9:30. So if you get there at 9:15, mate, things are flying. Things are pumping.
Because the thing about booking a big name,
Yep.
Hughesy, Jamoan,
Yep.
Any of these guys, for you booking them, it's a big deal. And
It
you're
is.
excited and the pub's excited. For them, this is probably a pretty shitty gig.
This is a step back.
Yeah, yes.
Like
So-
if they think, the night before, Pete Helliar had filmed his bloody comedy special to 3,000 people at Chapel Off Chapel or something.
Did he?
He did.
Far out.
Yeah,
Now he's,
so now he's coming back.
Doing Hardeman's. Yeah.
It's a great room.
But it is a great room. But you live in
Thanks for
fear
shitting
that
on
they're gonna get a
Better payer?
offered a $5,000 corporate,
Yep.
and they're going to just ditch you at the last minute, which
Yes.
you totally understand.
I get it.
And B, that they might just forget because it's not that big a deal for them. It's not as big a deal as it is for you and the pub.
That's
But
exactly.
Anyway, as you were.
Yes, thank you. So Tuesday night, text it. Beautiful. Get there at 9:15. You'll be
Yep.
on stage at Hardeman's. I mean, the shithole of a gig that you've just
No, it's not a
basically
shithole
called
of a
it.
gig. I'm just saying
It's not as big as...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he goes, sweet, mate. No worries. Catch you there.
What time's he on?
He's on at, say, 9:30. We'll get him on at
good.
9:30.
Nice early night. which
Great
is
early
perfect.
night, Wednesday,
Midweek.
perfect. And it's just that community. People can walk home.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They just walk home. That's the great thing about living
Yeah.
in a little community.
Yep.
So things are going well. We get on time. Everyone crams in. We probably start at about 20, maybe 25 to 9. Evo gets
Oh,
up
late
there.
start.
25 to 9. We're going to start at 8:30.
Okay, yep. So
Yep.
you're not too late.
See what I'm saying? Nah, it's all right. I mean, it's a school night, but it's a little
Yeah,
community.
okay.
People
It's
can
a
walk
community.
home. Remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I forgot it was a community.
That's
for
right.
some-
Communities, you can stay out as late as you want because
Yep.
it's a community. So things are going well. I do about 10 minutes up top. They are roaring. They are
Oh,
loving
nice.
life. And then I bring on Tracy Armstrong, who's driven up. She's driven up from Ocean Grove. She's doing some great stuff. She has a great gig. So she's pumped. She does 10. Then I get Hung Leon.
Hung?
The Hung.
Well,
He's well hung, so he gets on. He does about 15. You went, actually, you got a bit of sticky feet. Actually, you got a bit excited.
Okay.
Got a bit excited, and
doesn't normally do that, huh?
no. It was going well though, because it's a fucking good gig in a beautiful community.
I'll tell you something funny about Hung.
Tell me.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
He was doing I saw him, he'd just been over travelling through the States, doing
Yeah.
gigs through the States.
Great.
And while over there, he went to Disneyland.
Oh, of
and he
course.
bought
He'd
these
love it.
giant...
Rooted Mickey Mouse.
Well, he bought some giant Mickey Mouse hands that you can buy as a novelty.
As you would when
I
you're
was
in your
on
30s.
and I was on probably 40s, and I
Okay.
was on did a gig with him. It was his first gig back.
Yep.
And he did a 40-minute spot. He was headlining at the lounge, and he
Yes.
came out and did the whole set with these Mickey Mouse hands on, and didn't mention them once. And he just did his normal.
How did he get the mic out of the
normal.
stand?
It was so funny. These things are fucking giant.
Yeah.
They would be 10 times the size of your normal hand.
Yeah.
And he just did. So he did his spot, did not mention them, and then at the end said, "Thank you very much, I'm Hung Lee." Put the microphone back in the clip, and then he just looked at his hands as if he just realised. And he just sort of worded. He goes, "What the fuck?" And walked backstage looking at his hands as if he had no idea that he had these Mickey Mouse hands. Funny guy.
That's a guts. He is a funny man.
Funny sense of humour. Very,
he's probably
very
in
odd.
his 40s, 50s now.
Yeah.
He's still living at home. He's loving
Oh,
life.
he's
He's
loose
loving
as,
life.
yeah,
Loose.
loose.
So he was having fun, and he was plugging
good.
his book. He didn't have the Mickey Mouse hands on,
Ah.
so I thought, "Oh, fuck you, Hung. We want to see the Mickey Mouse hands." But he didn't do it. But he plugged his book, sold his books out. He was wrapped,
Was he sell a lot of books?
mate. He sold a lot of books. It's called The Crappiest Refugee.
I might take my books tonight, being Christmas.
Yes.
As a bit of a,
Did you bring them?
I've got to go home first and have a shower.
Okay, do that.
Yep.
Do that. You do smell.
I smell like shit.
Anyway, so it's going all right. It gets to 9:15. I thought, break. I thought I'll put the music on. Everyone's buzzing. Things are good. Pete Hellier's coming up. So I text Pete, mate.
Yep.
I thought he'll be walking up the stairs anytime soon. Him and his big, his head will just pop up. And I text him. I said, "Pete, we're just going on a break."
He's a big guy. He's not tall. He's just
guy.
big.
He's
Everything's
just
big.
solid.
Yeah.
And he looks good. But, he doesn't look overly big. But, yeah.
He's in proportion.
He's in proportion.
Yeah.
He's big all over and just a good dude. So, funny guy. So, 9:15, we're going to a break. I get a text back. "Oh, fuck. I thought it was tomorrow night. Shit. I'm 20 minutes away. Fuck.
Sweet
Sorry.
jeepers.
Oh, shit."
Well, it would have
Yeah.
taken him 5 minutes to write that message, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Or is
I
that,
said
did you say the old shit, or was it?
Oh,
still part
I
of the
added a
text
few
message?
shits there. He
Okay.
definitely didn't put that many. I don't think he even put a shit in there. He said,
I didn't know when the text message finished and your comment started.
yeah, I sort of added so much mayo onto that to make it sound
That's
like
all
he's
right.
really panicking.
That's
but he
all
said, "Fuck, sorry, 20 minutes away." He lives in, I won't give away where he lives, but he's not far. He's not far from
Okay.
Hardiman's beautiful community.
It's a community.
And so now I'm thinking, okay, it's not too bad.
That's
It's
not too bad.
It's not too bad.
So what time is it?
It's by now it's sort of 9:45, so the break's stretched out to maybe 7 to 10.
Oh, it's 9:45 and he's 20 minutes away.
It's quarter. Sorry, where do we go? 9:15. Do we go to the break? Yeah. Okay. So it's 20 past. So I'm going to have to stretch. For a bit. So we have a break for about 15 minutes. I'm telling. I said to Hung. I said,
Have you got your Mickey Mouse gloves?
"Have you got your Mickey Mouse gloves, mate? You're gonna have to do an encore with the gloves on, mate." So and you start getting a vibe that 'cause it's very enclosed at Hardiman's. I think people are starting to go, "Okay, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
There's a bit people
Where's
filtering back at where's Pete? Has someone shot him on the project? What's going on? What's Pete doing? So
And is there anyone that can, if he doesn't come, is there anyone hanging around that can fill in?
there's no comics who can fill in, but I just thought I'll just have to do longer.
Okay,
Which-
as a comedian, I reckon there's nothing worse than not knowing how long you've got to do.
Yes.
Because some people say, just get up and I'll come on the side of the stage and give you the thumbs up when I'm here and then bring you on. And you don't know, am I up there for 3 minutes? It could be 30 minutes.
It could be 30 minutes.
He might
You
have a
go,
fucking
I'm going to
mingle.
burn
You know,
all my material. What's
do-
going
do-
on?
Do I pad it out? It's important to know how long you got to do. Because
That's
you need
right.
to start, you need a middle, you need to finish on a high.
Yes.
And
Yes.
anyway, so that's what you're about to do.
So we've got 20 minutes to play with, though. So I'm thinking it's all right. It's good. He's on his way. He's off the couch. He's bloody having a go. And I said to Hung, mate, you give me a light when Pete gets here. So it was like I sort of got probably 7 or 8 minutes in. It was good because I was doing some material that I probably wasn't going to do otherwise. It was going well.
Yeah.
But I just referenced it at the start. I got up and said, hey, guys, how are you enjoying this first night back at Hardiman's? And on a Wednesday... Like, how good is comedy on a Wednesday? Like, you guys all knew this was on a Wednesday, didn't you? You looked at your tickets, you thought this is a Wednesday. And I just said, well, there's one fuckhead who didn't realise it was on a Wednesday and thought it was on a Thursday. And you know who that was? It was Pete Helliar.
His name's on the ticket.
His name's on the ticket. He's the headline act. So they're having a laugh. I'm ripping into him. We did a bit of riffing on that.
Yeah,
and then I go into material. It's all good. But I said, he's on his way. It's all great. And I get the light from Hung about 10 minutes in. And I go, boom.
So the light was that he's here.
The light was, he's here.
So
he
10 minutes
comes
is
on.
perfect.
He's wearing his pajamas. And
Okay.
but he comes on. He's got the hat on because he said he'd had a shower. He'd taken his makeup off from the project. He said he doesn't usually wear a hat on stage, but his hair was all fluffy
Yeah,
from the
fair
shower.
call. Yeah,
he said he just snuck in. He was on the couch with his wife having a red, and he was all pumped. And he said lucky because after he referenced it when he first got up, finished the gig, they loved him. And he goes, it was lucky that I was near my phone. Because that could have been a fucking nightmare if he was nowhere near his phone.
Some of those guys take a while to get back to.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So I was lucky he had the phone right next to him. And crisis avoided. We made
Well
it.
done.
We did it.
Hardiman's
and,
delivers again.
Killed it. Hardiman's, bloody great community. And they loved Pete Helliar. They loved the show. They loved Hung's Mickey Mouse hands. So we're there.
Fantastic
Still good.
story,
So,
Ivan. And all's well that ends well. So what have we...
Probably got about 20 minutes.
So we're running short on the battery
on the
situation
just the
here.
storage on
the
the
storage.
Zoom.
So I think we've got to try and
crack
rush
into
out this story.
We do. So, do you want me to start?
You start and I'll
Okay.
fuck it up for you.
Yeah, thank you. So, or maybe you'll make it better, which is good. So, so this will be a few days before. So, I got a mate, Doug Brumby, who's from the Mooroolbark Footy Club. I know him from there.
Yep.
He's a great man. He's involved. He does sign writing. So he does posters. He does billboards.
Yeah.
And one
I
of
don't
his
think we
big
got time to go into his
no,
life
we
story.
don't. We don't. So I get a call from him. He works for the Walkinshaw Andretti United racing team. He puts the stickers on their cars.
Who you may know better as
The
Holden Racing Team.
the Holden racing team. Who what they do this year, Tom?
They won Bathurst.
They won Bathurst. Now, there is nothing bigger in the racing game than winning Bathurst. That's the, you talk Peter Brock, you talk Mark Scaife, they're the only people I know. Dick Johnson, bloody Glenn Seaton.
So these are the guys. These are the mechanics. That was the head of marketing. It was the big boss.
The
he
big
was there,
boss,
the general
he was
manager.
there. He owned the team. Let's say he owned the team.
Yep.
I don't know if he did, but
No, I
let's
don't think
put
he
some
did.
let's blow some smoke up his ass. So Dougie says, mate, every year I do something. For about 3 years, it's called Piss Take Productions, and I always do a bit of a debrief, and there'll be a funny element. Well, this year we've won Bathurst. We've got to go big.
So he does this at the Christmas party.
He does
every
this
year.
at the Christmas party.
Yep.
We've got to go big. And he said, I'm a Demons supporter. So they've had a big year, and this is crazy because all through the year he's going, get on the D train, doot, 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 the D train, jump on. And everyone's like, fuck off, Doug. But they're on the train.
So Dougie's flying.
Dougie's flying, mate. He's got everything happening. So he says, mate, I want you to come up and I'm going to do a little bit up top. Now, this is big. He starts talking. He says, what the idea is I'll do my little intro at the start. I'll rip a bit of shit. And what he's done, he's photoshopped on the Demons premiership photo where they're holding the cup on the MCG. He's put everyone's head onto a Melbourne player.
He's done a lot of work.
He has done a lot of work. And he says, what I want you to do, I want you to come in and you're like this Demon supporter because I'm going to get these guys and I'm going to start playing. I'm going to turn it into a bit of a footy sort of vibe, you know. They're into car racing, but they're also footy people, and the Demons have bloody won it.
So this is midway through his big presentation at the
Yes.
Christmas party. You're coming in.
I'm coming in.
This is his
So
plan.
he's telling me that. I go, all right, no worries. I've done some weird gigs, but this is one of them. I said, what I'll do, I'll bring, to build it up as well, I'll see if you want to come
Yep.
along. Like you're, suburban
Suburban
footballer.
football. You
That's
don't get any more
perfect.
football than the football suburban football.
Okay, and you've sort of got no idea of what's actually happening. I've sort
No,
of give you a
interestingly-
vague rundown on
And
what's
I don't know
going
whether this was
on.
part of your plan or not, but you said, do you want a gig on the Wednesday?
Yep.
Fucking told me how much. Maybe we need to say the amount to give the
Yeah,
set the
so
scene.
Dougie was sort of paying for it out of his own pocket, and I said, oh, mate, we come down, we're doing, say, 20 minutes each, something like that. I said, mate, 400 cash each.
Yep.
How's that sound?
So it's costing you, mate, 100, we're doing 400 each. So, look, to be honest, and it may sound weird at home, it's probably on the lower end
Yes.
of a doing a Christmas party. gig,
yep.
Even if you're just turning up and doing 20 minutes
Yes.
of your material.
Yeah.
And getting out of there.
Yeah,
So,
but I said to Dougie, I'll look after him. He's a great dude.
Yeah,
great guy. And you were keen to come along for the ride.
But on the other side of it, $400 for popping into a pub. For
That's
a little
right.
bit. Yeah, and but the way you sold it, well, you didn't really sell it to me. You just said, Tom, I got a gig for you, $400, one in the Arvo. Then on Wednesday, are you keen? And I wrote, I'm keen.
I'll do anything.
I'll do anything. And that, which maybe I shouldn't have said it, because then your next line was, it's a bit weird, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah. So
And
you're
which is not what you want to hear.
yourself.
Which is not what you want to hear.
And you don't really know much about it. But
I
then
know nothing
you
about
rock up before me to the Notting Hill Hotel.
Yeah.
And what is your first thought? What do you walk into, Tom?
Well, half of me is thinking this, and I've said this to 10 people, 100 people, said, this is the best pub in Melbourne.
Great pub.
This is the best pub in Melbourne.
Except Hardiman's.
Except for Hardiman's.
Great community.
Great community. This is the best pub. The joint's going off. It is unbelievable. But this is the worst place to do a gig on earth.
It's all outdoors.
It's all outdoors. There's no... I went for a little walk and I sort of found where they were. And I
And
was
it's
like...
massive. It is
there's
massive.
there's
There's got to be
them-
2,000 people there.
There's got to be...
Probably 10.
Yeah, there
big.
are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people. There's 10 different Christmas parties, and these guys, it's obviously a big deal. They've won.
There's probably 30,
Bathurst.
35 of
They're
them.
in this area that's fenced off. They've got a massive fucking tree in the middle of it.
Huge.
There's no sound system, no nothing. And I was like, if that's where we're doing it, we are in a
fucked.
lot of trouble.
So
This
you
is
spoke
gonna
to
be
me.
shit.
I got there a little bit after. You go, I don't know what we're going to do here. So you're thinking this is never going to work.
And
So
in my mind, I'm getting out of the gig. I'm like $400. I'm getting out of this gig. This
Yep.
is a shit show. I'm not walking through however many hundred
you've got
people.
the helmet on, the
Yeah.
mouth guard. Everyone's on their Christmas party going, who's this
Yeah,
fuckstick?
you just had to put on a Melbourne scarf. I'm
well, I
dressed
had
up
to-
like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, I was wearing, I had the beanie and the
Yeah,
scarf.
but-
Okay. You
yeah.
do look like a fuckhead.
So anyway, I'm on the phone here going, mate, this is going to be shit. We're in trouble here.
Yep, I get there. Dougie says, just mention the name, Walkinshaw Andretti. Beautiful. I ring Dougie and my heart sank as well. I said, yeah, we are fucked here, Tom.
Yeah.
This is no good. This is not going to work. We've got no sound system. Dougie comes over. He says, what do you reckon, boys? We're going to do it over there. We said, oh, and you told him.
Mate, I was saying, mate, look, I don't want to. I'm worried about taking your money, and this is just going to be shit. And what I was expecting was, mate, that's good of you. That's great, but I agree. Thanks. You're in the know. You're a comedian.
Yep.
You've done this before. Let's just call it. But mate,
But
he was.
Dougie, he's put in the work, mate.
and then he pulled out this folder mate, he had done a lot of work.
Mate, he had spent, so he'd basically, and what he was going to do, I had to come in, and it was like, what was that thing the Adelaide Crows did? It was like, not
Leading teams?
it was like the camp thing. So it was going to be like that.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
had something on every 30 people from the Walkinshaw.
And he sort of half expects us to sort of memorise it, maybe.
Well, he sent me that, but I'm thinking there's no way. I've got to read off
Yeah,
the.
you've got
I've got to
read
read
it.
off the sheet.
But he was saying, and then my role was I was coming in and
You're
I
going
was
to chip in.
and I was going to chip in with all
So
these.
Robbo, and he was going to do football. Great leader, very vocal, and you're going to go, boop, boop, boop. Nah, Robbo's a dickhead.
You
He
could have
did
given
this,
me
did that.
You could have given me 6 months to memorise that. And
You
I couldn't
can't
have done
memorise
it.
your kids' names.
And I had 5 minutes.
Yes.
So I'm shitting myself.
You're
I'm like,
shitting yourself.
I'm fucked here. I'm
So-
thinking about just doing a runner. I've
Yeah.
never done it before, But I'm thinking about just doing a
So
run.
the first thing is we don't know where this gig's going to be. You're stressing about the material. We've got to learn a script. So then we go, you saw a room. You found a room.
Yeah.
You said Dougie.
Which was the saviour.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to piss in my own pocket.
Mate, do it.
But
Get wet.
before you got there,
I'll piss in it as well.
Before you got there, I was like, this is a disaster. I've got to find somewhere else to do this gig. We can't do it out here in the beer garden.
Maybe a different pub.
This joint had bloody
Should have
10,
gone to Hardiman's.
had 10 different rooms. And
A lot of rooms.
Every one of them packed.
Full.
They had Christmas parties. And I found this function room perfect.
Because this is a function.
This is a function. And
We
it was,
should go
and it
in
was
there.
perfect. So I said, guys, just give me.
We've got to get in here.
We've got to. Let me show you something. So we took him to this function room. It was locked, but you could see through the glass door.
It's beautiful.
And I said, look in there, boys. If
That
we
is a
can get in
function
there,
We are
this shit show
half
of a
a
gig
chance.
is half a chance of getting pulled off.
That goes, okay, all right. It's busy. There's people flying around everywhere. They got 35 Christmas parties. We pull some like, hey, cockhead, get here. Is there any chance we can use this room? He goes, oh, that's not I'm just a junior manager. I don't know what's
I
going
think
on.
it was a female, wasn't it?
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
We still grabbed her and said,
She said, "I'm not
pretty hot."
Yeah, and yes, they got the manager in, and
yeah.
and they said yes. They said you can have it. The function doesn't start here till 6 o'clock, so you can have that room now.
And at this stage, now we're working out, when do we start this thing? What do? We worked out we got half an hour.
Yep.
Old AJ, he's going to bring him in half an hour. In the meantime, I didn't even have to memorise anything, but we decided that you weren't going to be involved in that first part.
Yeah, it became pretty
originally.
clear that was going to be. I didn't need to be part of it.
No.
I actually offered, how about Evan just does his bit and I just go home.
And basically my bit was where Doug says, I dress up as a Melbourne supporter because Dougie does his first bit, plays the Melbourne song, and I dress up like a Melbourne Nuffie and just walk past, and I walk in and go, hey, go D's! And everyone's like, who the fuck's this guy?
So this isn't a gig. This is as we said, this
It's
is
a
a
script.
It's a production.
It's a production.
This is a production.
We
And
could
and
win a
he's-
Barry or
and
a Tony
I
for this.
felt bad because he put so much effort in it. It was like, this is falling on us to who
Yes.
he's put so much work in. He's such a nice guy.
And when you know someone,
We're
you're
gonna
like,
fuck
you
this up
don't
for
want
him.
to fuck it up.
I thought, I'm going to fuck his dream up here.
Yep. There was a big dream.
was a
Like
big
he was
dream.
like Martin Luther King. He said, "I got a dream, and can we pull it off?" So we go, okay. I get dressed up. We're sitting there, and we're still not sure. We're still not sure how
no.
this is going to go,
Oh,
Tom.
no,
you
no,
are
we are.
you are negative, bloody Nelly.
We are 1,000 miles from shore.
The guys walk past
1,000
us.
miles from shore.
1,000 miles from shore. That's
It's got a bit of a double.
entendre meaning.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Dougie walks into the room. The other guys filter in. We're just sitting there. I'm sitting in my Melbourne gear. They
Yep.
just walk past us.
Yep.
And the other thing is, because I'm getting called in, we've got no idea how Dougie's going.
Oh, no, I
It's
didn't.
not like we're at the back of the room going, he's fucking killing it.
Yeah,
It's going to be a great gig.
We can't see shit. We can't hear shit.
We're in a beer garden just going, we're going to get thrown to the wolves. And the thing is, if I go in there and because my bit was going to go for at least 10 minutes,
Oh, it went for
15.
Yeah,
so
longer than that.
if I'm dying, I can't break character. I got to play this Melbourne Nuffie who's just walked in on this presentation ceremony.
not ideal.
So I get the call from AJ, and he goes, "Come in now." So I walk past. I've got a Coke. I pretend I'm, a bit pissy, and I look in the room. And then Dougie looks over, and I go, he's playing the Melbourne theme song.
Yep,
I go,
yep,
hey, go D's, D's. And Dougie's looking confused, like he's playing the part beautifully. I hug him, go D's, love the D's. And I'm pretending they've cut me off. They've cut me off, mate. What's going on here? What are you fuckers? You bunch of concreters? What's happening here? He's got the big poster of everyone out. And then Dougie goes, oh, mate, I've got to take a call. Are you able to look after this? And this is where we do the leading the leading teams thing. I've got to read out all this shit. So I'm like, commit, Evo. Commit to the roles. And I'm like, yeah, bloody buzzer.
And this is what you don't want. You are
at the mercy
of
Doug's
material.
material.
So this isn't even your material.
dirt.
You are basically delivering his material.
I'm like an actor who was fed a script. I'm like, and you just hope the script's good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at the mercy here. I'm dressed up like a fuckwit. I'm reading out his stuff, but also I can improv a bit if it doesn't go. So there's some shit. So I go, where's Jono? And Jono puts his hand up. And if he looked like a fuckwit, I go, oh, nice nose, Jono. You can smoke a cigarette in the shower kind of thing. All that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then I'm going through. It's going well. It's okay. And I'm sort of, still playing the role. And I think in the end, people realise that there's a stitch up. There's a stitch up. So, but for 15 minutes, I give it me all, and it's going well.
Meanwhile, I'm outside with no idea how
you're no idea.
I'm like, is he copping it up the bum in there? Is he going nuts? And so
you said you were hearing some big laughs.
I was hearing some big laughs, but it was because of the setup. It didn't sound like I had no idea where the laughs were coming from.
Yes.
Have we got long left?
We've got about 8 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. So,
okay, so I'm like, is that laughter coming from in there? Because there was all these. It was coming from a window, and
it was a big pub.
It was a big pub, a lot of noise.
So then
I'm sitting out there and like a fuckwit in me suburban football.
Yeah. So I go, bang. All right. Merry Christmas, guys. Obviously there was a bit of fun. Thanks, Dougie. But now we're going to bring on your main act. Please welcome, you might have heard of him, 75,000 followers on Facebook. He's a great man. He's a good mate of mine. Please, the suburban footballer. And everyone's clapping into the function room, and you took it apart, Tommy.
And I got to say, it was all, I don't mean to piss in your pocket, but
thanks,
the setup was perfect.
Fill it up.
The setup was perfect. You let them know that the right amount of, this guy's...
Because you said that. You said you got to let them know that this is an actual comedy act. I said you do it around Australia. You've done it all over the joint, and bang, you came in, because that's it.
Because I find that once I've done my performance, then I can riff and hang a bit of shit on people. But if I just come in and start riffing... Most of the people don't really know. And it's like, who is this bloke? And but once I do my performance and they hopefully find it funny and think I'm funny, then I can start riffing and hanging shit on people. But it's got to be in that order. So you really set the scene for me, Ivan.
That's it.
I thank you for that because that could have been a pretty horrific...
Mate, a team effort. I think you're a bit worried about old Duggo, but
worried?
You were
I was terrible. I thought Dougie was batshit mad. But I thought this guy...
Which he is.
But then at the end, I could see his vision at the end, and I was like, Dougie, good on you for having this vision. I could have done with more than 5 minutes prep time.
That's true. Maybe that's on me. I should have emailed.
You.
But you had your work break up the day before. I wasn't going to worry you with it.
And I was hungover.
You're hungover. Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Which didn't help the situation. I was dry as a chip.
Yeah.
But there is no better feeling in comedy.
Yeah.
Than when you have walked in, and this happens to me quite a bit. Walk into a footy club, cricket club, the Christmas party, and just think, this is fucked. Like, this is going to be terrible. And you don't know what to do. And then you've just got to think, what can we do to make
the way you went about it, and it was good to have the moral support there, because how many comedians would just go, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing it. This is shit. And we're trying that. But then you were still problem solving. Let's find this room.
Yeah.
I don't come out. Evo brings me on at the end. So we were making it work.
Once I realised that it would have literally broken Doug's heart if we walked out.
He might have topped himself.
Yeah. So that
the
would
work
have been
he put
us.
in.
Yeah.
We had to make it work.
Yeah.
He'd
pull out a folder, and I was like, how much work's this fucking bloke put into this?
Mate,
but,
more than he's done all year.
And then he had his banner. I was like, this guy, he was a sign writer, so that did make it a bit easier. But but there's no better feeling than when you're like, this cannot work, and then at the end of it, you're walking to your car, and it's gone well.
You've had a beer with them after.
I had a beer with them after.
They loved it.
That went down like a cup of sperm because I was hungover. It was horrible. But we had a good chat with him, and I was thinking, this is good. This worked.
That was great. And I texted Dougie. I said, mate, thanks very much. Thanks for all the work you put in. Everything he got, it was gold. It was great. Even if it didn't laugh, because you'd read something out and it'd be like, oh, and you'd be like, oh, that guy's boring as batshit. And that'd get a laugh. And then it all went well. So that was good. I said, mate, thanks for the gig. Appreciate it. Glad we pulled that off. It was looking crazy. He said, mate, the blokes are still talking about it. But, that was when they were probably 10 hours into drinking. They didn't remember anything else. So we did it, Tommy.
We did it. It
Dougie,
was
from Sign Zone.
We pulled out the impossible. That was...
we made it happen.
We made it happen. That was Dougie's... I think that was nearly as big an achievement.
I've
as,
got a dream.
as winning Bathurst.
You're going to
a
dress
week or
like
so
a
earlier.
fuckwit and walk in.
So good on you, Dougie.
Yes.
Well,
But, we better wrap it up
better
there,
wrap things
Tommy.
up
We're
before we
probably
run out of
running out of
bats.
memory on the Zoom.
Yep.
So, hey, once again, if you're enjoying the podcast, tell your friends about it. Give it a rating. Give it a review. Share it round. Get on the Instagram, the Good Banter Instagram. Hit us up at reallygoodbanter@gmail.com if you want to, just ask us anything. And mate, have a safe, happy New Year.
Good on ya.
Good on you. It's been a pretty shitty 2021. 2022 is going to be great.
It's been a roller coaster.
Good Banter's going to be bigger than ever.
It's 2022 is going to be our year.
That's our year, mate. It's our year. Good Banter HQ is flying along. Get on the YouTube as well. Make sure you get on the YouTube and check us out because we are ugly.
Ugly as sin.
That's another one in the can there.
See you back
Tommy.
there for 49.
Yeah, that's good
Banter.
Good banter.
That's a good banter.